the oppressor going to save you. Some blonde haired, blue eyed devil is going to come and you're going to be up in the sky with Tupac and Biggie and your grandmother flying around in heaven with babies and naked baby angel wings playing harps. like, okay, it's better than believing that garbage right there. You're going to go up into heaven with Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston. Y'all going to be up there having a concert, huh? Oh, shut up.
Good night. I just want to address something that I just seen on here. It says you can't take the Bible as proof. So if we can't take the Bible as proof, does that mean we can't take our y'all nation's history's book as proof?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it's pretty much the same thing. The Bible is so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American history, but the history books that are taught in the schools teach us that Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans are nothing but savages, porch monkeys, and wetbacks. You know what I'm saying? So you'd rather believe in that book than believe in the actual history book of the children of the slaves.
It says, why does it say that all people who call on God's name will be saved? It's talking about all the Israelites. You got to use it, put it in context. Because if you notice, all people wasn't there to even read that scripture. It's talking about the people who he was talking to in that context. All right. Just like I say, everybody can come to the Israelite School UPK barbecue. I don't mean just anybody and everybody in the world. I'm talking about the Israelites. But I don't have to say it because it's already implied. It's already understood. That's why the scriptures say in multiple places that only the Israelites should be saved. Christ said it himself that I only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right. I mean, if you want to go off, pretty much he gonna come to John 3:16. You already know it. Mm-hmm. And if you go and find out who was talking in that context, it was Nicodemus and Christ, right? Mm-hmm. They were talking, and Nicodemus was the ruler of the Jews at the time. And for you to rule over a people, you have to be of that people, that nation. You know what I'm saying? So that means Christ was talking to another black man, a fellow black man as himself, and said, whosoever, meaning if I was to come in and we had a party and I'd be like, hey, whoever in here want to go in on the bottle, throw in $5. Or whosoever wants some pizza or food, come get some. Am I talking to everybody outside the building or am I talking about the people in the room? Am I talking to everybody outside the building? It's like checking sound check. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He was only talking to that specific group of people. Mm-hmm. And then you can go and define the difference between world and earth. The word world is defined as age or society. Mm-hmm. It's not talking about a planet.
There you go. Somebody says, so you wise men don't know who owned the slave ships. Who said we don't know who owned them? It was devils.
Right.
Oppressors. We don't need to know their birth name and their birthday and their grandmama. We don't give a damn about them. So we don't need it. We don't want to know all that info. We know they're devils.
They're gonna hit you with the do you know black people sold black people or Africans sold black people? Which is true. Africans did sell black people into slavery. Mm-hmm. We are not them. That's why they did so. Do you think Africans would have sold Africans into slavery? No, they wouldn't. They were afraid that they was gonna get put in slavery, so they was like, hey, look, they the ones you want. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And for those that say that the Bible doesn't represent the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, how were the so-called Ish people was supposed to survive in Africa? Why is it that it had to take Africans to point out who the Israelites were for them to be sold into slavery? I mean, if they were the true Jews of the Bible, it wouldn't be that hard. I mean, African is of a dark-skinned race. Ish are the ones that are fair-skinned, is what they call it nowadays, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Sticking out like a sore thumb, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody said, why not all people? The Israelites are the only worthy people. They're the ones God chose.
Right.
Deuteronomy 7:6. I chose thee to be above all people upon the face of the earth. It's, you know what I mean? It's not for man willeth, the man runneth. It's but God who made the election. That was the Lord who made that choice. So take it up with the Lord. Why you get to be a human, not an ant? You know what I'm saying? It's just things that you don't control. You know,
Uh,
why are you born a devil and I'm born of God and I'm born of the 12 tribes of God?
it just is what it is. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man, you
saying?
can't do nothing about that.
Right. Native Pride 26. It's funny. He said, as a Native American, we don't believe in your religion. Our religion has been here before Jesus. That's funny. Because guess what? I'm Native American too. And I believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is a black man. The being of that ruled over our people for so long. You know what I'm saying? That helped us out of slavery so many times. Before we were Native Americans, we were still slaves. We would just try to call it a different name. When Gad ran away, they came over to the Americas right along with the Issacharites.
Mm-hmm.
And we populated. We went forth, procreated, and populated the land and ruled over it. All right. Then you got the different tribes inside of Gad that became different names: Dakota, Cherokee, Cheyenne, um,
Mm-hmm.
Navajo. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
Algonquin,
You got so many.
not Seminole, Choctaw, Cherokee, Chickasaw.
I almost forgot
All
about
of that.
Reuben too, because you
Yeah.
know they were
Reuben was
down
here.
south.
Yeah, Reuben, Zebulon, Ephraim, Simeon,
Mm-hmm.
all the man, hella tribes came over here before all of that. But guess where you came from? You came from Assyria. So we was in slavery in Assyria.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we end up coming over here because we wanted to get out of captivity. You wanted to get to a new place where no man was at, where we can have our own people. We kept rolling for a year and a half. The Bible says, stopping here, stopping there, getting some supplies, doing what we can do, and kept it moving. Eventually, the Lord brought us over the waters. You read about that
Mm-hmm.
in the Apocrypha. What is the waters? That's over the whole ocean. We
Right.
was just cruising, and eventually the Lord said, "Huh," and took us all the way over the whole ocean. You know what I'm saying? Because we was going from spot to spot.
Oh, well, that's a good question. What y'all think about the Black
So that's a good
Cubans?
movie. That need to be a movie.
Yeah.
That's a great journey. That's a year and a half. That's a movie right there. That's a whole series, really. That's a whole 10, 20 episode series.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sure some people's like, nah, we need to turn back. Some people saying this, some people saying that.
I mean, it'll be as popular as that show Manifest, where that plane disappeared and then
Oh,
reappeared and
yeah,
all
I
that
heard of
stuff.
that. Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, the Lord does mighty works, and now I'd be interested in seeing that movie
Yeah,
or TV show, if
I
you
like to
will.
think it's a series, so it can be longer.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said nobody's native to this land. Yeah, the Bible says there was nobody on this side of the planet at one time.
Yeah.
This whole side of the planet wasn't even known. It wasn't until the tribes of Israel came and discovered. You want to know who discovered America? The Israelites discovered America. If you want to talk about real discovery, not no lie BS that you talking about in these schools that you teaching children, the real discovery is Native Americans discovered this land because they was in the Middle East at first. They discovered this land. Ephraim and the 10 tribes discovered this land.
Mm-hmm. It says, what y'all think about the Black Cubans? Y'all are from the tribe of Manasseh, also an Israelite.
Mm-hmm.
They said they're albino Africans. Yes. And they also have South Africans too. But guess what? They still wouldn't have to be pointed out to tell who's the difference between each other.
All right, let me go straight to the comments quickly. Someone says, you guys are ignoring reality. What is your goal or what do you hope to ultimately accomplish? The goal is to raise up our nation with the knowledge, man. Stop following these these devils' information. You know what I mean? Somebody say, you aren't Israelites. You have no temple. What the hell is a temple? The Bible don't say a temple. The Lord said it, his spirit don't dwell in no temple made by hands. They like to
Shalom, brother.
make their own history. It's funny. That's all the history we talked about is history you don't even know about, because they don't teach you real history in America. They teach you slavery. America wrote a Declaration of Independence on a piece of paper, and now you exist, nigga. That's what they taught you in America. Somebody said, why you laughing? The Israelites built the pyramids. Of course. That's why the biggest pyramids you can find are where? In Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were the same ones who built the pyramids over there. That's part of the reason why we start losing over here, because we start doing the same crap we was doing in ancient Egypt. At least Issachar was mainly doing it. The other tribes wasn't too much doing it, but Issachar started doing that same stuff. Somebody said Russia to Alaska. Look it up.
That's hilarious.
So I got a question. If they came from Russia to Alaska, how come all these different people ain't in Alaska? How come there ain't Mexicans in Alaska? How come there ain't Puerto Ricans in Alaska? How come there ain't Native Indians in Alaska? Huh? Brazilians in Alaska.
We got a question over here too. He said, would Afro Puerto Ricans and Afro South Americans be Judah? No, they wouldn't be from the tribe of Judah, but Puerto Ricans are from the tribe of Ephraim. Mm-hmm. And
the Bible say his children like a speckled bird. So every tribe is going to have dark-skinned people and light-skinned people in every tribe. Yeah. Like my kids right now, they can pass for Dominican, they can pass for Mexican, they can pass for Native Indian, they can pass for Cuban. Like if I drop my kids off in Argentina to Chile, you'll just be like, oh, them are some like Argentinians with afros and shit. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? But I'm a Judah straight from America, been here for many generations. So it really don't matter just the skin tone, because the tribes already come in different shades. And you got tribes like Ephraim that the biblically Bible said we kept mixing with the other nations. So you got you got Ephraimites that look like oppressors, because every generation the dude just keep getting with an oppressor. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? His dad married an oppressor because they call it cleaning up the race or some stupid brainwashed garbage that they were taught during the slavery, that, you know, better in the race, they just keep getting with light-skinned people and oppressors. So they just start making themselves more light-skinned, but that don't mean the dark-skinned ones ain't still there.
Right.
Shoot, some of them kept it real. Some of them kept it fake and was weak, and some of them kept it real. Said, "Nah, I'm gonna stay with the sisters. I'm gonna stay with somebody who look like me."
Like I explained to this one sister that gave me a ride to an appointment, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, the seed is what counts, right?
Hold on, let me say something. Somebody say, you think Cherokee people just spawned here? No, we just broke down how they got over here through the Bible. They came over here through a boat coming from Assyria. All right, go ahead.
Nah, I was talking to this sister. She had asked, so what if the mom is an Israelite and the dad is an oppressor or of a different race? I was like, then that kid would be of that race of the father. She was like, how? I was like, because you are what your father is. If your father is one of the 12 tribes, then that makes your children one of the 12 tribes. It's not the ground you plant the seed in that makes what the product that was the seed. You know what I'm saying? Whatever sprouts out of that ground is what that seed is.
Let me say one thing too. Somebody said, how can you raise up people when you running them away? What do you know about loving your neighbor? First of all, let me tell you this. The Isupk always been known to have an aggressive, strong, warrior-like militant tone and vibe. Why? Because we prepare for these to build our nation up for these last days. All y'all keep going with these churches and all that, singing and kumbaya and acting like love and peace. But then when this stuff when it hits the fan, you can be like, where the Israelites at? They got the spirit to deal with this. You understand? So right now we off-putting and people like, I don't want to deal with that, until you need this type of aggression. Till you need people that can rule a nation with aggression. Like, man, when this stuff falls apart, you're going to need strong men to really put our people back together. You know what I mean? And you don't see it now because, you know, you don't have the real spirit of the Lord. The Lord might not chose you. You know what I mean? Or he may not woke you up yet. He may never woke you up. The scripture said many are called, but few are chosen.
Right. There's two things. One, he said, well, I know that there were Negroes taken as slaves to South America. That's why I asked that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, they would still be an Israelite because of who their father is, even if they were from the tribe of Judah or the tribe of Ephraim. We're scattered abroad everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
And when we say what tribe each spot is at, okay, we say Simeon is the Dominicans, right? But I guarantee you, there's some Dominicans that are Haitians.
Yeah,
there's some Dominicans that have a black daddy. who from America went to Dominican Republic, got him with a Dominican shorty and had a baby, and now that they think that baby's just Dominican, but it's really black because the dad is a Negro. It ain't the dad ain't a Dominican, so the dad is not from Simeon. The dad is from the tribe of Judah. So that's going to be going on regardless. You know what I mean? So don't think that like we don't acknowledge that. That's going to happen. You know what I mean? Where people going to be different tribes and you don't know because they're amongst the different tribe. Like he's the tribe of Gad, but he might have grown up amongst a lot of tribe of Judah.
I did.
Yeah, there you go.
I grew up in the ghetto.
Somebody said the pyramids aren't temples; they are mausoleums to the oppressor pharaohs. They're actually not mausoleums. I don't know exactly. They're actually burials, tombs. They're just large tombs, and they just wanted to make them bigger and bigger and bigger because they pride is that big in their death.
So he said, and then there were also.
Oh, go ahead, because I think mausoleums is the same like a tomb.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I didn't stop it all the way.
He said, and then there was also Northern Kingdom Israelites already over there. That's what he was saying. Like we are everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just because you only see a dark skinned person hung from that tree doesn't make him just that dark skinned brother. He could be a Hispanic brother. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We were all hung from the same tree.
Somebody said, I know y'all don't talk this shit at work or y'all don't work.
Yeah, I talk this pretty much everywhere I go.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. What they gonna do about it? What they gonna do about it?
They're gonna join the conversation like y'all doing now.
Right.
That's not true. And then you start breaking down and bringing out facts, and then they be all butthurt and walk away.
Now, obviously, if you're there to do a job, we're not sitting around talking and breaking down scriptures. You know what I mean?
Now, when I'm off
but
the
if
clock,
they ask, I'm telling them what it is.
Right, I ain't gonna lie.
But I'm not in there preaching during while I'm supposed to be handling business. I'm handling business. That's dumb. You sit there, you're supposed to be fixing something. And they sitting there, but instead of fixing something, you sitting there running your mouth.
You call in the morning meeting, and we all in the conference room. Yes, let me talk about the Bible today.
Yeah,
nah, that's not what we're doing. Nah, we got our own things we got to take care of. Mm-hmm. But if somebody walk up and be like, "Hey, I noticed that star around your neck. Mm-hmm. What is that about?" And then you go, "Oh, well, this isn't a star. This is actually a signet. This is a Magun Dawadah." So you start breaking down the fact for them. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. You also got to learn that there's a time and place for everything. So if you want to talk about it, you got to at least make sure you're not on the clock, bro. Or if you ain't got time and that brother is just trying to hurry up and go about his business, you can be like, hey, look, here's my number. You can call me and we can talk about this later. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Somebody said, we are those slaves that built the pyramids. That's it. Somebody said, follow up everything you say with nah, I mean, helps with legitimacy. LOL. I'm glad you said that because this is the main deal. We could try to sit here and talk all like these different religions, try to talk extra snooty and uppity with an increased vocabulary and try to talk fancy. But to be honest, are those the type of people that really come into the truth?
No.
Are those the type of people that want to stand against and rebel against the system? It's people from all walks of life that are coming to this truth. It's not going to only be snooty. We don't only want to talk to snooty people that think they know something because they got a degree from the oppressor. Look, the oppressor gave me a degree about learning about how to be black, about black culture. How the hell the oppressor going to give you a degree on black? You should be giving him a degree about black culture. What the hell? How would he know more about black culture than you? And you fucking lived it.
Hey, look,
come on, man.
You go into school talking Ebonics and stuff, and you talking slang. They call you retarded. Oh, dang, I can't say that word. They call you mentally challenged and put you in special ed classes and call you remedial, is what they call it, remedial. And they're going to try to hold you back. But you be the smartest person in the dang on classroom before they even try to do that. Like, I was in AP classes, and they was like, oh, well, because you don't talk the way everybody else talk, we're going to put you in this class. And they got like 3 people in there. I walked in there, I was like, dude over there with a helmet on.
Racism, prejudice. I used to volunteer and mentor in what's that? It's a word for it. I forgot because I ain't did it so long. Where a person come in and help the students. It's a word. It's like a teacher's assistant, but
that's teacher's assistant.
Yeah. So I worked as a teacher's assistant, and I went into a class one time, and there was a kid. It was a black kid, and it was an oppressor girl, and she was real slow. The boy, the black boy, Okay, she wasn't right. She was playing on the phone and wasn't paying attention. She was distracting everything. But the black boy, she would be playing. They called on him to answer a question out of nowhere. He ain't know the answer. I told him, I said, look, when they tell you what page you on, fill out the whole page, write all the answers. So when they call on you, you already know the answer. Because you being distracted in this jungle with this, because this oppressor girl was playing around all the time and they was giving her all the attention. I said, look, write all the answers down. So he started doing that. They say, we're going to go over this page. He wrote all the answers down. Then when they called on him, he knew the answer. They was like, wow, you're so smart. Oh my God. What happened? Wow. I'm like, this is garbage.
Teacher's aid.
Yeah, I was a teacher's aide.
Yo, I actually did that in my last year of high school because I was transitioning from high school to college, so I was taking college courses and stuff. And they assigned me back into the same high school that I just graduated from as one of the teacher's aides. And I would go in there and I would help teach the kids. And it would be a majority of people, not just black, not just white. You know what I'm saying? It's a mixture of kids. And I would help the teacher out. I would help each kid that had a question. So you can't say anything about being racist or anything like that. We grew up the same way you grew up. We grew up around our oppressors. I mean, just because the Bible say that we what do you say? We shall not abhor an Edomite.
Yeah.
Think about it like this. I don't like what the Most High likes. I mean, doesn't like. You know what I'm saying? I like what he likes. But here's the thing. We still live amongst these people. So we have to put up with these people until Christ come back and then we can have our kingdom again. Until we can raise up our people and stop being like these other nations. Because it says in the scripture, come out of her, my people. You know what I'm saying? Separate yourself from them. That's all we got to do. This brother over here, he said, so basically the majority in South America would be Northern Kingdom Israelites, but there would be some Judah amongst them as well as, is that what you brothers are saying?
Okay. Right. Some Judah amongst them as well. No, it's possibility that there could be every tribe amongst them.
Right.
You got to remember, Venezuelans went to, you know how many Venezuelans then left Venezuela? They went to Mexico, Peru, Argentina, Brazil, Puerto Rico. They went every damn where. America. So now you may have a Venezuelan in Mexico.
Yeah.
So he's from the tribe of Asher, but he's sitting in Mexico. So you may think he's an Israelite till you talk to him and get to know him and say, oh yeah, my grandfather came here from Venezuela. So now you know he an Asher.
Oh no, we're not saying that you're against the 12 tribes chart, brother. We just saying that good night. He said, I'm not against the 12 tribes chart. I just want to know if y'all believe that there were Judites among Northern Kingdom Israelites in South America. Yes, that's what he's saying. Mm-hmm. That just because it's not,
I'm gonna be one of them. I'm going to Dominican Republic for a couple months. Next year, next year.
The Passover.
Yeah, after the Passover. So now you're gonna be seeing a black man in Dominican Republic. That don't mean all Dominicans are Judites or all the Judites are Dominicans. It just means we scattered.
Travel.
Yeah, we scattered. You know what I mean? So just think of the bulk of the Dominicans are the tribe of Simeon. The bulk of the Negroes are the tribe of Judah. Right. You could have a dude that's Haitian, but he grew up in America around black people, so you don't know he's Haitian. But you think he black. Right. But once you get to talking to him, know his peoples and stuff like that, you find out, damn, Isupk Indianapolis, you a Haitian. All right? Somebody said, asked about archaeological evidence of their claim, and they use verses from the Bible. Okay, you want archaeological evidence. You got the Los Lunas stone, what's some of these stones? There's all type, the Bastille stone. There's all type of stones and artifacts in America that had Hebrew on it, the 10 Commandments on it. And when we talking ancient Hebrew, Aramaic.
No sweat, brother.
Somebody said, so Haitians are not blacks. No, Haitians are the tribe of Levi. Blacks are the tribe of Judah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two different tribes. They're part of the same nation, the nation of Israel, but they're two tribes within the nation. All right. Same way you got a dude who's German and a dude who's American. Are they not both oppressors? Yes, but they just oppressors speaking different languages in different parts of the world, different bloodlines, probably. You know what I mean? So that's it. Yeah, Bastille stone. You gotta look it up. It's all types of stones and records and archaeology they found in the Americas. And oh, dude, go read the book of Christopher Columbus. Of it has his diary. What book is it with Christopher Columbus? They knew something like they knew. I gotta double check. It's in the ISUPK book listing. It's a book of Christopher Columbus's writings, and in it he says how when he met the Native Americans, they told him Shema Yasha'Allah Yahweh Alahai Now Yahweh Akkad, which means Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. They were speaking uh, ancient Hebrew. All right. Now there's a 4-hour lecture that our Captain Katazah had did in Chicago a couple years ago. I was there. It's on YouTube. It's a 4-hour lecture that goes into 4 hours worth of archaeology to show about every tribe from the Mexicans to South America to North America to Central America. All right. So if you really want to get deep into it, deep into archaeology, you got to check out that lecture. It's a 4-hour lecture. It has every, sites, every source, all that good stuff. They let you know what's really going on. That these, you know what I mean? Somebody say you never read a book in your life. Don't lie. Why not? How'd you go your whole life without reading the whole book? But still go to college. I went to Indiana University. So I went there. I guess they ain't asked me to fill out no applications. I ain't had to write no essay. I ain't had to do nothing. They just let me walk through. Okay. That lets you know how poor of system y'all school education system is. You know what I mean? You just walk in there and never read a book. Never read nothing. Never read the subtitles on TV. Never read anything. Shoot, that's crazy. You go your whole life without reading nothing? You ain't never read the bathroom, say men's and women's. You don't read the doors that say office or say employees only. Come on, bro. Somebody said some rose. Somebody said Jesus Christ. Somebody said a lot of idol worship, y'all wall. Jesus, please forgive these blaspheming sinners. Shut up. Somebody said I thought natives were peaceful and kind. Do you know the history on Native Americans? They tell you that now because of movies and stuff like that. But the Native Americans, why do you think they call the Apache helicopter the Apache helicopter? Because the Apaches were fierce warriors. The Native Americans were fierce warriors, man. They was on horseback. They was fighting. Did you ever heard of French and Indian War? Have you heard of the Fort Negro? Have you heard of the Comanche, the Kiowa, the Sioux Indians? Those are all warriors. All warriors, man. Scared the hell out of these devils. You ever heard of Sitting Bull? Slaughtered a whole group of General Custer and all them. Slaughtered them. Scalped them. Did all of that. So, you know what I mean? You talking about some peaceful and stuff. You got to do is, shoot. You better watch that Black Indians documentary. Not Black Indians. It's a Native Indian 3-piece documentary. One piece of it is the Native Indian Wars. And it covers all the Native Indian wars across the land. The Native Indians was getting busy. All right. Tribe of Gad was getting busy. Some said, have fun with the gnashing of teeth, the fire of eternity. Faith in Jesus is the key to heaven. So, you one of them people that believe you're going to be in the sky with Tupac and Biggie and your grandmother. Okay. With the little naked baby angels playing the harp.
Shit. What was that?
Someone said they were on horse back until the Europeans brought horses to the Western Hemisphere. They were on horses before they even came over to America.
Wait, what do you mean?
He's saying they went on horses because a lot of the horses got brought over by the Europeans. But then the Native Americans did end up getting on them horses and whooping ass on them. But even before that, they was still whooping. The French and Indian War, they was in the damn forest.
But before that, there was horses here. What wasn't here was pigs.
There you go. Somebody said horses didn't come to the Western Hemisphere until the Spanish Empire brought them. I don't know. You can't always believe everything the oppressor tell you, man. Somebody said no one except the Son of Man knows. Read your Bible. Somebody said you don't have an important history. It's the best. We got the greatest history of all mankind. It's in the Bible. It's the number one selling book in the world. Somebody said, "But why are the natives so racist in your chat? I thought they were good people."
It's
You got a
because
lot of thinking, but you don't know what you're talking
hey,
about.
look, the
I thought
reason
they were
why
peaceful. I thought they this.
the reason
You
why they
got
are.
propaganda because you must not met no Native Indians. You has not went to them reservations. They get them Native Indians get busy. They get aggressive.
Oh yeah, nah. Hey, look, just because I'm a dark skinned Native American, they still look at me like I'm different. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They have their own thoughts because the society that they've been raised up in has taught them to hate their brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? They look at the help that is given to them like really suspiciously. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you doing this? What do you gain out of this? Why are you coming up on the reservation? I don't know you. I don't really like you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And I'll say this about the horses. It says no, only domesticated animals in the Western Hemisphere were llamas. I'll say this about the horses because I've actually heard that also that there were no horses here and blah blah blah. But the only thing is, I'd have to do some more research into that claim because the person claiming it always lying about everything. So I'd have to do some personal research into that to actually go along with that narrative because the oppressors say a lot of stuff. He say stuff every day. He just said he went into Venezuela because of drugs. When do America give a damn about drugs? You got drugs being smuggled all throughout America. They said they went to Iraq because of weapons of self destruction. They say these oppressors make outlandish claims, so I don't really just go off of that.
If I could,
Go ahead.
I said, were there any horses native to America before people got here? It says yes, horses originated in North America millions of years ago, evolving there from small ancestors, but all native horses died out around 10,000 to 12,000 years ago. The horses seen today, like Mustangs, are descendant of European horses reintroduced by Spanish explorers starting in the late 1400s, becoming a vital part of Native American culture after their return. There were horses here before the Europeans came. It's just that they died out and more was brought over.
There you go.
Good night.
Yeah, there you go. As I said, you can't just go off of everything the oppressors say because he'll say that today and then so-called make a discovery tomorrow and then say we were wrong. We made a discovery now. We found the horse bones that were this years old that this tribe over here were riding on, and they change their story every
They're
5
gonna
minutes.
call it the horses. They're gonna call them dinosaurs. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, yeah.
The brother said, and so-called Negroes, we would be from King David, right?
We're not from King David. Every black person isn't from King David. Every black person is from Judah. King David was also from Judah, but not all the blacks are from King David. Let's restart. We're gonna take a break, an intermission. Somebody said the horses native to Americas were tiny and you couldn't ride them. I mean, how do you know?
No,
You know what I'm saying? How do you know? They so-called extinct, right? So how would you know? You know what I'm saying? So
Mustangs, they were introduced. You know what I'm saying? But you had different kind of horses like they do now. You know what I'm saying?
regardless, it would have to be an extensive search into that claim, and that claim really wouldn't matter. It don't matter. At the end of the day, the point of what I was bringing out was Native Americans were riding horses when they fought the wars. When the Sioux and the Kiowa and the Comanche fought for the West, they were riding horses. You don't believe me? Look, all right,
Hold up, there we go.
look it up. There's a documentary I just called Native Indian Wars. It's part of a three-piece documentary. The Trail of Tears, Black Indians, and Native Indian Wars. It's a three-piece documentary. I ordered it off Amazon. You can see during in the Native Indian Wars section all the wars. From Chief Wildcats to Sitting Bull to some Geronimo. You can get all that history.
Right.
They was whooping ass. You lucky they had the diseases took them down because you would never won because you barely won when it was only a little bit of them. So let alone when they was in a true force with millions of as a nation, you would have never took over nothing.
It says, so when did this Israelite movement start? It's in Chicago, right?
Hell no. It's One
No.
West 125th Street, Harlem, New York.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's reset this.
I do want to put in a little shameless plug right quick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Diana from Dia Soul. She's out there making soaps, oils, and healthy sea moss that'll help you out with your weight loss and parasite killers and everything like that. You can look her up at Dia Soul and go ahead and get your own stuff. This stuff actually smells really good too. You know what I'm saying?
It do.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some more. She said she gonna have some frankincense and myrrh and lavender soap for me. I got to. She's about to start making hair oil and everything.
Damn right. Get with the Isupk, man. Get your oil game up. Get your frankincense and myrrh game up. Your soap game up. You know what I'm saying? You know, black people do it the best.
Right.
We ain't talking about that dub. We're talking about that frankincense and myrrh. All right, we're gonna take an intermission. Shalom.
1.1K.
Mm-hmm. All right, good. Let's try to get one more.
Here. Still is.
This my initiation, introductory statement. Fuck them all if they participating in off the record conversations. Shit major, stolen favors, mass that's admiration. My youngin' brought his torch to the finish line, but I'm just glad he made it. And he ain't even tryna crack heads, he just know the danger. Inner city filled with anger, the skyline filled with angels. Twist the burner, shoot from different angles, twisted fingers, read the coded language. Man, what's the vibe, dog? I feel amazing. I found a stage door, but don't know what I came for. I'm nothing like a soft touch. Don't touch it if it ain't yours. I'm a remnant of a great source, nigga. So many rappers would be better off as actors. Benefactors to the confusion, no solution. Puppet master, storytelling, no connection to the novelist. It's a tragic bankrolls, covering open wounds. And now I'm shitting like a restroom. They hold venom intentions, eating the way they gum line the most high. Giving niggas crowns, and I want mine. Fuck the lunch line, cause I don't take the lunch breaks. No lunch date, she bottoms up. And all I had to do was tap her front brakes. I'm B-raw, raw vision, war written, the word written. More given to the theory, the law written, provide a long living. I understand the terms, you gotta die to learn. Hunters purify, it's time to feed the worms. This my initiation, introductory statement. Fuck 'em all.
Outside, you in the crib, but the boy outside, I get it on outside. From the dusk to the dawn outside, so in the morning outside, I'm catching wreck when they drawing outside. Cause it's a war outside, my sword drawn outside. This Excalibur, your bladder be all outside. Cause it's a war outside, I get it on outside. You in the crib, but the boy outside, I get it on outside. And that's a definite, cannonball wrecking shit. Excellent, rhyme Barack and bombing like the president. I remain strong, King Kong with the prevalence. I show you exactly what we do, that's how I represent. Hardcore, heaven sent, chain on, hella bent. Throwing all black when they spot me like the leopard print. Oh, I got the braids in, shades on, made men. Cause we put in work to stop the earth until it caves in. Walk strong, talk heavy, hold my own. You rock solid when we bout to leave the sword and stone. Nigga, we warriors, hardcore, tracking the pride. To let the Hebrew speak, nigga, general eyes. And we talking super heavy, nigga, that's the surprise. With all scripture, street talk, word to Captain the Kai. Nigga, we blazing, ripping the mic with all facts, doing the knowledge to the max till we cracking the pavement. UPK, y'all the one West Harlem, nigga. We spring forward and they falling like it's autumn, nigga. Talking to all them niggas born in the mud. If you ain't feeling this, your cord unplugged and that's real. Oh, I get it, cat tie, or they not a by kind. I get the order, then it's handled kind. Not the one kind, without a doubt in my mind. I'm finna stop and recline. Anybody that come against us, they should probably resign. It's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. I hate these niggas throwing shots, but can they take some? Christ says, sell out your garments to get a sword now. I'ma go and sell off these polos to get a 4 pound. Damn sure ain't started the war, but I'ma end it, cause the spiritual war could turn carnal any minute. I remember riding back in the days, window was tinted, but Salaki, I'm done with that carnal shit, I repented. And they bomb-proof the booth every time I'm about to go win it. You ain't know this shit, I live for this truth and I'ma defend it. And I get my second wind just as soon these niggas get winded. It's a war going on outside, I'm jumping in it. It's a war going on outside, you in the crib, but the ball outside, I get it on outside. From the dusk to the dawn outside, so in the morning outside, I'm catching wreck when they drawing outside. Cause it's a war outside, my sword drawn outside. This Excalibur, your bladder be all outside. Cause it's a war outside, I get it on outside. You in the crib, but the ball outside, I get it on outside.
Nobody's safe, it's a war out here. If you pussy in the streets, you a whore out here. See me all suited up in my fallout gear. 762, slip your fucking car out here. No burner, I still a break your jaw out here. No fear, if you scared, get a motherfucking pit. Or sit up in the church, you a motherfucking bitch. I give you in the verse what I give you in a clip. It's 32 rounds of fire, it never quit. A lot of fuckery going down, so what's the purpose? Sick of hanging around these clowns, get out the circus. If you cross that line, then you get lit up. The worst is all black hearses, tinted with black curtains. Docs on site with medics and mad nurses. Leave us out your verses. You don't want that kind of war, ready for that bullshit. Kinda like a matador. Get this kind of focus, you gon' need some Adderall. Something just to lock you in behind them padded walls. They say I got some screws loose, and that's true too. Don't let me let them wolves through like it's a full moon. It's like I transform the booth to a war room. Come up with a strategy, maximizing your casualties. Courage of King David, battling like the Maccabees. Find out who you think that nigga, walk to him casually. Then proceed to bar his life away rapidly. Take a knee for your majesty, take it, they hate it savagely. I try leaving rap alone, but I guess that this had to be. Keep you grounded like gravity, in the ville, but it's amity. Horror, I seen calamity, scar you up for my family. Mumble rappers be mad at me, fuck them up in they faculty. They words sweet, sit in they mouth and causing cavities. Yeah, it's a war, but none of you suckers worry.
It's a war going on outside, you in the crib, but the ball outside, I get it on outside. From the dusk to the dawn outside, so in the morning outside, I'm catching wreck when they drawing outside. Cause it's a war outside, my sword drawn outside. This Excalibur, your bladder be all outside. Cause it's a war outside, I get it on outside. You in the crib, but the ball outside, I get it on outside.
Yeah. Hey yo, my regimen is wake up in the morning, pissing excellence. Think you fucking with me, then you must be on that mescaline. Every track is evidence, it's evident, all these rappers are relevant. Kill them all and never show no sentiment. Me to touch the microphone for pro bono, show me the Benjamins. Only politicians that useless, a dead president. Cash rules everything around me, get the Entenmann's. And I'm charging you double if you're an Eminem or Kevin Federline. It's for my son's benefit, so every track is eminent. Bear witness to this testament. Round here I'm working harder than a bunch of Mexicans. First mixtape and I'm sounding like a veteran. Leave them feeling like they were drawn straight off of heroin. Greatest of all time, there ain't many that's better than. We won't lie, them kids from the lost tribe. Dawodan Katazai, rep it for the most high.
I too bomb atomically, rap's anomaly. I'm a prodigy of prophecies, theories and philosophies. I gotta be the only man alive with these qualities. And I don't wanna brag, I want my people out of poverty. So burn down Sodom and all its wicked societies. And free us from the white man's democracies and policies. Economies and colonies, monopolies, apologies. Fuck it, free from the white man entirely. I'm diabolical from my follicles to my molecules, unstoppable. Got all my enemies in my optical, methodical. The way I'm eliminating these obstacles. This is what I gotta do, never has it been optional. My words are a weapon, you other rappers is kinda hype. But I'm the type to grab the mic and turn it into dynamite. And smite any rapper that be biting like a parasite. If I don't get you now, then I visit you in the afterlife.
Shut the
fuck up.
Come on a little louder.
Just shut the fuck up.
Everybody in together now.
Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up.
What's that? I didn't hear you.
Just shut the fuck up.
Come on a little louder.
Shut the fuck up.
Everybody in together now.
Just shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the cheap. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. She fuck with you, and she tried to fuck with me. Man, y'all know these hoes for the streets. Let me tell you niggas by the whole line. She was cool at first, but then the hoe done lost the whole mind. She was coming over cooking, had a nigga eating right. Baking chicken in the oven, boiling up some jasmine rice. But in time I would find that this hoe is always lying. And when you catch her in the lies, the bitch resort to crying. Realize she for the streets, it ain't take me much time. Had a nigga calling me, blowing up my fucking line. It was over before it started, this bitch was acting retarded. Telling me it's just her brother, yeah, as if I bought it. Better be cautious, these hoes is up for auction. You taking home a woman that gave a box to the office, and it's gonna be a movie the way she party with sauces. If you think that hoe for you, then you have really lost it. Sorry, I'm being honest, the truth gon' come out regardless. So let this be a reminder that some of these bitches garbage. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. You covered, then she let another nigga beat. Man, I told you that these hoes for the streets.
$40 is $40 is $40. Say it 3 times, bet she show up, get that pussy poppin'. She'll put you in the friend zone. I think she done let 100 niggas run 100 yards through her end zone. I wore hand-me-down clothes, never hand-me-down hoes, so I refuse to let you hand-me-down those, yeah. She want a simp, I suppose, give her bread the whole loaf and buy a ring and propose the third one. Your open nose, she barely got on some clothes and fucking all of your bros and busting it when you gone, yeah. Man, that hoe gon' be a hoe, like JT said in that song. Might as well let her go, yeah. Hollering about she bad and how she is a snack. A woman with class, but she wash her face with her ass rag. Real ass bitch, give a fuck by the nigga. And none of you hoes can get a fuck out of nigga, yeah.
Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. You covered, then she let another nigga beat. Man, I told you that these hoes for the streets.
I met the bitch outside of my complex. Bitch so fine, like she running for a contest. Ass so nice, yo, I'm thinking I should wipe that. Have a couple kids, settle down, yeah, I like that. But the bitch capping and acting like a straight brat. Never wanna settle down, let a nigga wife her. Rather hit the club, shake their ass and get tossed up. Bitch straight nasty, no class sassy. Alley cat, black foot, bitch get the backseat. Nothing but a gold digger, never should've fucked with her. Now she at the crib straight sleep cause she hungover. Bitches ain't shit, goddamn what's wrong with them? Just a waste of time, stupid bitches always lying. Always fucking for a dime, keep my money on my mind. Never trust no bitch, cause a bitch gon' be your bitch. And a bitch gon' switch and suck another nigga's dick.
Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. I said these hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. I said these hoes for the streets. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Don't pay for pussy cause it's weak. No, you can't come with me, you belong in the streets. You cuffed her, then she let another nigga beat. Man, I told you that these hoes for the streets. Shit was cool for a week, but when you meet, you find out she for the streets. She gon' bust it for the teeth. She for the streets, leave that hoe for the streets. Many hoes for the streets. Man, these hoes for the streets. Yeah, these hoes for the streets. Hoes for the streets.
Mike's hot on this.
On Israel. We back, we back, we back. We back and we black. You already know. We about to go live on TikTok as well. If you want to keep up with the chat, the main people or if you got comments or questions, type them in the chat. But if you want to keep up with the people in the world that's in the chat that we're talking to a lot, go to Isupk Indianapolis on YouTube. Isupk Indianapolis. Actually, Isupk Indianapolis on YouTube. Okay, and that's where the live stream is at. Live.
Huh.
Someone said, no, we would not agree that Judah was taken anywhere. No, you got to listen to what I said, bro. I said Judah went on their own. You got to know, you got to realize black men been traveling too. You got the whole passport bros, all that. So you got black men that's traveling on their own, going to Colombia, Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, shit, hell, even Thailand and all them freaky weird places, Cambodia or some weird, Vietnam, some weird place they be going, Japan, China, Korea, South Korea, all of that, man. Germany, you got black men going all over the place through the oppressor's army.
All right. I mean, I just found this out through my grandmother that Korean War. My grandfather was part of that.
Shoot, my dad showed me a picture of a video when he was in Vietnam. He was in some Manila or something. Showed the video pictures of him and his woman out there, and then he came back later and she had a baby, so he made sure to take a picture of the baby just in case it was his. So it might not be, it could be his or not, but it showed was somebody black, and they out in that land, crazy Asian land, and they're black because you had a military base there, black men there, and they sleeping with the women.
Yeah.
Somebody said it's like the Black Panthers Israelite. But Black Panthers, we respect and love our Black Panther brothers and sisters who fought for the cause all them years ago. But now we got the truth of the Bible. This is different. This is based off of real knowledge and understanding and raising up who we really are. The Black Panthers didn't have that. They had communism. They believed in it was a political party. We're not a political party. We a nation. 12 tribes. So, salute to them brothers. A lot of brothers lost their life, lost their freedom, fighting for our rights, fighting for us. But now, it's something totally different. Somebody said they have Hindu. We ain't half nothing. We all Israel. If I was alive back then, I would have joined the Black Panthers. I'm going to tell you that now. If I didn't know about the Israelite School UPK and I was alive back then in the 60s and 50s and whatever, the school started in 69, so I would have had to go to the school. But if I would have been alive back then, I would have joined the Black Panthers because I like how they roll. You know what I'm saying? I like that. But the Israelite School UPK is greater. The Black Panthers is like the beginning of us trying to bulge and be a nation. The Israelites is the completion of knowledge to really be a nation. Like we really have a foundation to be a nation again. Somebody said Black Panther turned to Bloods and Crips, folks, and people. I can't deny some of that. But the Israelites, we ain't turned into none of that. All right? We turned into righteous brothers and sisters who build up our nation. That's what we turned into. Somebody said, CIA, shut them down. Please help us. CIA, shut them down. You think the CIA can stop this?
It's like, yeah.
They can't stop. They can't stop nothing but a nosebleed.
It says, do y'all know the Spanish Inquisition and how the House of David was brought through the transatlantic slave trade? King David's descendants were the prominent ones brought through the transatlantic slave trade.
Okay, you might be trying to say King James, because King James peoples was brought into the slave trade to Mississippi and all that. But I don't know about King David's. You have to pull that up, pull that history. I don't know nothing about that. Not to say it's not true, because like I said, you might be trying to say King James. Somebody said, so we cool with the? No, we not. We not cool with the small hats. Somebody said, guy can barely read. It's crazy because I could read in multiple languages. This brother can too. He does it every Saturday in the Sabbath service. So you worried about we can barely read? We read in multiple languages. So, you know what I mean? You might want to go to another stream of people who don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I know a lot of you don't believe it because you don't think strong, masculine black men could be intelligent because you're so brainwashed. You're used to watching these movies and watching this media and all that. So you don't know if somebody said KD had no sabes leer. You said what I say. You don't know you don't know how to read. You'll come on. Ya tu sabe. Ya tu sabe. Come on, man. Don't play with me, man. We the Israelite School UPK. Okay.
It's the same dude that just asked for Chicago's info.
Ferrero. I mean, shit. It is what it is, man.
Hey, shalom, sis.
Yo entiendo.
Lord
Entiendo. Está bien. Hey, there's no problem. Shit. What do you think we go to these other Spanish-speaking countries for? Because they Israelites. We don't go over there not know none of the language. We know a little bit of it. We got men that really know it, like highly proficient in it. You know what I mean? So we come on, bro. We get busy. That's why I say y'all must not be used to black men who are not Europeanized, who have knowledge. Like y'all, it's either you got to be a black dude in a suit who's a punk and a coward for the oppressor, and Europeanized and wearing what they call that quarter zip. You either got to be that, or you're smart, or you're a street dude and you're dumb. You can't be both. I'm gonna tell you now. I was in the streets and I was in the colleges. I was in both. Now I'm in the Israelite School UPK to bring it all together, bring all our people together. This brother here too. He's been in the streets and he's been in the education system, learning and getting knowledge at colleges. You know what I mean? Getting his credits and all that. Okay, the black man is multifaceted in the ISUPK. Somebody say y'all be in Indiana. No, we don't be. We be in Indianapolis, 3532 North Keystone Avenue, man. Is our information of our school is on Google. Go to Google Maps. Type in ISUPK. There's a school every city. We ain't hiding. Really, most students don't want to come because they too scared to come to our building. That's why we're trying to get a more friendlier looking building, because the building we got now look like you gonna come here and you ain't gonna ever get out. People already told us they scared to come to this building.
Yeah, they did.
They said people are scared. So we got to try to find a building that looks more people friendly. You know what I mean? Which, if it's possible, it's possible. That's why we say no cowards, because you can't be a coward and serve the Lord, because the Lord don't want no cowards.
Let's see, Mike 12. You ain't got no picture, but you say you want to join. First off, how old are you, and are you an Israelite by who your father is? What is your father's nationality, so we can determine who you are?
All right.
Somebody
say, Maya asks why you chose to dress that way. I'm very interested in it, and mean no disrespect. No sweat, brother. Appreciate the question. When you read in the Bible, Israelites wore garments with girdles. You know what I'm saying? They wore arm braces. They wore scarves. You know what I'm saying? Headpieces. We basically dressed as our people would dress in the scriptures. How our people dressed before slavery. All right. So if you want to know how black people, not Africans, not nothing else, blacks, how we dressed, how blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans dressed before slavery, you'll just see how we dress with the blue ribbon and the fringes, all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Native Americans, they have fringes on their garments. You know what I'm saying? Because that's Israelite culture.
The brother over here, he said, no, I was saying that it was mainly King David's descendants who were brought through the transatlantic slave trade.
So, and also Nino Ferrero. So you know Spanish, but you know Creole? Sac passe. Que Hold on. My Creole is still a little. I'm still learning. Still a little rough. Quizá muente di. Quizá muente di. Conya. Dime. Tell me. All right. So you know what I mean. You know Spanish and English, but you don't know Creole. So get
He
your
said
game up.
he Creole food.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
I'm not against you on that.
Hey, look,
That
I'm
Haitian
telling
food.
you.
Good night. They charged me too much money last time, but so I gotta get somewhere cheaper. But that Haitian food,
Don't you got a Haitian wife? You can have her
but
make
I can't
you some.
get to Haiti every damn week. I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
You better have her freeze that. Send it to you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Good
look,
night.
I had some Haitian stew chicken. Man,
Damn right.
hey, look, if that woman wasn't married, I think she would have been married that same day. She was my neighbor.
All right. And somebody said it's donate, blah blah blah. That's cool. Go to isupk.com. That's our main website because we just a small school out of a larger organization. We got a school in Chicago, Detroit, Dallas, Houston, LA, New York, you know what I mean? So we got bigger schools, you know what I mean, where our teachers and other brothers teaching where you can get down and every day. So we just a small wheel in the cog, you know what I mean, doing our live streams, doing our classes for our little zone. Indianapolis is not a big city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a big city as far as blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. There's a lot of them coming, though. A lot of people from Honduras, immigrants, Haitians. Now we got a Haitian community that's solid. So we got people, more Israelites coming to this city. But it's not like there's not no Chicago where you got 3 million to this and 1 million that, and you know. So go to our website for more information.
Mike 12.
Someone said, prove that's how they dressed. You can't. Okay, first you got to go read in Revelation chapter 1, where it said, "Who's this man with a garment down to the foot?" That's why our garments go down to the foot. With a golden girdle. That's Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. All right. Now there's a lot of other scriptures. There's a lot of other history you can get into to prove how we dressed. All right. Reading the Old Testament about the blue ribbon and fringes, how that was a commandment to wear in our garments.
The border of all our garments throughout our generations.
Throughout our generations.
It says, teach the little children.
Somebody said the OG Black Panthers crying in their graves and the CIA laughing. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said the CIA, like, I know the CIA basically done took over America, you know what I mean, and took away all your rights, and you don't have no more rights. They basically can spy on all your phones, spy on all your shit, and you know what I mean, treat you like shit, even though the founding fathers of America was against that type of treatment of the citizens. The CIA just took over. But they can't stop this. They can't stop the truth. I don't know how strong you think the CIA is, but they can't stop what you believe in. You know, I don't give a damn how strong of an organization is. CIA is strong, but they can't stop Muslims from believing in Allah.
They can't stop a yellow man believing in the Buddha.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So who give a fuck about what the CIA is talking about? This is religious. This ain't, we following this, doing something illegal or none of that. This is religious. So they can't stop a religion. Like, I'm sure they tried. I'm sure they tried.
So Mike 12, he had responded. He said, does it really matter? I'm interested. My mother is from San Juan and my dad is for Trinidad.
San Juan. Your dad is San Juan. That's Puerto Rico.
His mother.
Oh, okay. Your dad from Trinidad. That's Benjamin. That's Jamaicans and the tribe of Benjamin.
That would make you one of the 12 tribes. You'd be from the tribe of Benjamin. Yeah. Okay. The West Indians.
Somebody said I've seen the one in Chicago. Looks a little small too. Our school in Chicago, it's a solid school. It's not really a small spot. Now, if you think it's not big like these different religions, where the scriptures say many there be that fall into destruction and few that find the road that leadeth to life. So, yeah, you're going to see the big masses going into destruction. And it's going to be a small few that get life.
I think he was talking about the school.
Somebody said, tell everyone where the donation department is at. Just go to isupk.com. It'll pop up. Put a donation on there. That's isupk.com. Somebody said, can I dress like Darth Vader if I join?
Huge.
Darth Vader ain't Israelite. Like the cape, which is called a mantle in the Bible, that's Israelite. We rock capes. But everything else that Darth Vader had on wasn't really Israelite.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Somebody said my algorithm sent me here by mistake. Who give a damn where your algorithm sent you?
Or maybe it wasn't by mistake.
Somebody said Lincoln screwed up. What are you trying to say? Who's Lincoln? Talking about Abraham Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln didn't even want to release any of the slaves. It's because the slaves was rebelling and killing the unaliving their dang on slave owners. Oh yeah, hilarious.
The reason Abraham Lincoln, all he did was open up the plantation. He knew the South was getting too much money with all the blacks there. So he said, hold up, y'all can't just hold on to all the blacks because they making all the money. You got to let the blacks come get around to the other states.
They said the Antichrist. I don't want to hold on. When will the Antichrist appear, and how do we prepare for the tribulation?
You got to read in the Bible. The scriptures say the Antichrist is already here. Anything that's against Christ is considered an Antichrist. For example, these churches that got blonde hair and blue-eyed Jesus, that's Antichrist because Christ is black with hair like wool and eyes like it burned in the furnace. Or no, eyes like fire.
Someone said, do you believe Jesus is God or a prophet?
Jesus is not God. All right, get that together. I don't know where they taught that and this and that. Jesus is not God. When I'm talking God, I'm talking about the Most High. There's only one God. Now, the scripture says, ye are gods, little g. That's talking about powers, Elohim. That's not talking about the Most High power. That's why we call him the Most High.
Or the Most High power.
Or the Most High power. Y'all follow the Talmud. No, the Talmud is a book written by small hats to subvert the Bible. It's basically a whole bunch of teachings that are not found in the Bible, but a way to give themselves authority over the holy texts, over the actual scriptures. All right, so it's like I write a book and I call it, the Talmud. And in it, it says I can reinterpret the Bible. What I say is also biblical too. That's all the Talmud is. They're just a way for them to try to weasel their own little way in to make up their own shit so they can claim to be God's chosen people and change it up. Somebody said, I'm Mexican. Where do my people come from? Mexicans come from from Issachar. But when they came over here to America, they left Assyria. Issachar is one of the 12 tribes of Israel. A strong tribe at that. You know what I'm saying? So you just look up the tribe Issachar in the Bible.
Someone said, can a brother get a shalom? First off, you don't have no picture on there, so I don't even know if you're a brother or sister or anything like that. And you said shalom. We don't say shalom. We say shalom. There's no shalom, no shalom, no shalom, shalom.
Somebody said the Vedas, Upanishads, and Gita have more truth than the Bible, Quran, or Talmud. Let me ask you that. Where are black people in that?
Right.
Where are black people at in the Vedas and Upanishads and Gita? Where's black people at? Write that in the chat. Say, oh yeah, black people are they God's chosen people in this book. So tell me that. Then we talking. You know what I'm saying? Because really God, the God of the earth is the only one of the Bible is the only one that care about the slaves. Every other God don't even care about the slaves. They care about the kings and the people in charge and powerful. God of the Bible is the only one that care about the slaves. He's freed us out of Egypt, and he's going to free us out of this Egypt called America. What do y'all think about the Nation of Islam? I mean, they don't got the truth. They follow a false God. Somebody said, me and my wife are in the DR cap. Is the UPK out there? Yes, it is. It actually had class today. The Dominican Republic class online today.
Ain't it going on right now?
Yeah, it's going on right now in Spanish. You could type in, tu habla español, Dorian elect, en tu esposa. More than likely you do. You go to on YouTube and on all the social medias on TikTok, Isupk DR. Isupk DR. All All right, subscribe to those channels so you can be plugged in with the brother. Where you at? Santiago, Santo Domingo, La Vega, Punta Cana, La Romana, Dayabon. Where you at in DR? And that'll let me know, where the closest spot to go for you to go to.
He said he's Judah. He don't speak much, but she does.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, brother. Shoot, you already know. That's what we were just talking about earlier. That you got black men that go to other countries and have kids in other countries.
Right.
Them kids might blend in, and you'll think that kid is Dominican, but that kid's actually black, Black American, the Judah.
Right. Someone said y'all made that word up. No.
Somebody said I worked for 4 years in Israel. You have no clue how to pronounce Hebrew. Okay, the Hebrew y'all speak is. Oh, you in Puerto Plata? Okay. Ooh, you far out there. You on the edge. You close to La Romana. This is what you do. You trying to get down with the school out there, or you just want to? What you want? What you mean? What? You know what I'm saying? How you what? You trying to get down with the brothers, or you know what I mean, or you just want to support, or you just want to, you know what I mean? Because we out in Santiago right now. We got some brothers out in Santiago. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it just depends what type of spirit you own. You know what I mean? You just interested, you like it, or you trying to get more, you trying to get in classes, or what? All right. Somebody said they're both speaking the colonizers' English. Yeah, that's a curse. That's a prophecy in the Bible. The Israelites wouldn't even speak Hebrew anymore for a while. We would lose our heritage. Jeremiah 17:4. For the person that said they speak the real Hebrew because they was in Israel, that Yiddish that y'all speaking is not Hebrew. When you look up Yiddish, it'll tell you that's German. It's really Germanic.
Salakia, brother, what's your name on here? Enigma Smooth. Yeah, Google ISUPK Chicago, and it'll pop up on your Google Maps, and you can actually call that number and reach out to one of the many officers out there, or specifically the captain.
Somebody say I'm trying to make my next move my best move. Put me and my wife around like-minded people, Cap. Hey, that's
crazy.
That sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Start messing with it. Start subscribing to our channels more. All right, start subscribing to our channels more. Like I said, ISUPK DR. Subscribe to this channel, ISUPK Indianapolis, and start tuning in online more so you can get our vibe and our spirit. So you can know, like, okay, I wanna get down with this type of stuff, because we hardcore in here. We ain't on no loving the oppressor. We ain't on none of that. We on uniting the 12 tribes. We on, you know what I'm saying? We be helping the people out there in DR, food drives, clothes drive. We give out free shirts, free clothes, food. We building out there. We dealing with Haitians out there too. So we do a lot of business. So I mean, when I say business, I mean righteous business. So if you really want to get plugged in, start tuning in online more and more, and you'll start being plugged in and get to more information. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. So that's good to hear that our brothers is out there that believe in the Bible, that believe in the Most High God, that believe in Yahweh Shai.
So someone said, why don't you wear nomadic hats? Example given, Kazakhstan, they are better.
We ain't wearing no nomadic Kazakhstan furry hats, man.
Or any of those small hats, because that is not what is depicted in the Bible. The Israelites did not wear such hats. They wore war scarves, crowns.
Yeah, mitris.
I was just about to say mitris. What's the other?
Tams.
Yeah. Good night.
All right.
Somebody said, I want to give a special shout out to ISUPK for bringing the truth in Latin America and the 12 tribes scattered abroad.
Do me a favor, take a picture of that comment. Thwada, brother, Emmanuel Kodesh, man. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of money trying to get out there to these countries. You know what I mean? We trying to get to Cuba, But you see the oppressor trying to go there at the same time we trying to go there. You know what I mean? So we trying to get to all our people, Mexico. We trying to spread this truth to all the 12 tribes, and it is not easy. So anybody who support it, go to isupk.com, put some money on the books, put a donation, and let it be known on there. This is to support the brothers who traveling abroad, risking their life, risking limb, and all of that. They citizenship, all of that, so they can go, so this truth can get spread to all the 12 tribes. So I appreciate that comment very much, man. You don't know how much I appreciate that comment. Somebody said, "Do you believe Jesus is God?" No, we just said that. No, he's not God. He's a son of God. It's just like we're sons of God, the Israelites. Somebody said, "How do you feel about Puerto Ricans?" Puerto Ricans are the tribe of Ephraim. They God's chosen people. We got a brother, Captain Ash, who's Puerto Rican. Our brother in Dominican Republic, he's Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? We love our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters. Y'all come in, get the truth too. Somebody said, I'm trying to pull up in person. I'll definitely subscribe, and I'm thinking about relocating to Santiago. Let me check your page, man. You might be just saying stuff, it could be feds be watching.
I mean,
his page looked like the feds page. Now you want to relocate to Santiago, man. You a fed, man.
I mean, you never know though.
Why he ain't got no real stuff on his stuff? He just got AI videos. That sounds like it might be a fed. Foundational Black American. When I say fed, it means somebody who might have their own agenda. They ain't sincere. But yeah, man, just stay tuned in. Do your time online. Do your 90 days. Get a Hebrew name. Then we can talk about meeting up. Somebody said, "Have you guys been to Philadelphia?" For sure. We got schools in Philadelphia for many years. Somebody said, "Put the money on the books. Gives the tribes some of your money." I mean, look, ain't nobody else fucking doing it. Who else out there helping Haitians, helping Cubans, helping Dominicans, helping Puerto Ricans, and doing it with anything, any type of care? Nobody. Don't nobody care about the 12 tribes. We the only ones who even give a damn.
This person over here stuck on King David's. It's like, I don't mean to say it like that. He said, "I'm pretty sure y'all would agree that King James was from King David, and that it was King David's descendants who called Negroes, right? The Negroes have King David in that bloodline too, from the tribe of Judah. All right, Judah is the progenitor of King David and his descendants. I mean, we've been going over this entire time, that it's not just King David. I mean, King David is just one of the cogs in the dang.
What you got to understand, basically, what the brother is saying is there were already hundreds of thousands of Judites.
Right.
When King David was born, there was already hundreds of thousands of tribe of Judah. When he numbered the army, it was like 200,000 from the tribe of Judah alone. And that was just soldiers. That wasn't kids and women. So there's lots of there's lots of tribe of Judah that do not come from King David.
Nigga said, Santa Claus is that shit.
Someone said, "What about the Ethiopians? They from Ham. They're not God's chosen people."
I was just about to say, those are Hamites. Those are not of us. Now we back down to 19. I don't want.
We can clip the guy. I got to use the restroom.
All right. With that,
somebody said Judea wouldn't have done anything if the Huns came. How we wouldn't do nothing if we fought the Greeks and beat the Greeks?
Wait, didn't we fight the Huns before? Didn't we fight the Asians? I mean,
we fought the Moabites and the Chinese and Japanese. We did fight them, yeah. But they weren't Huns. I don't think at the time. Somebody said death not a fed,
I think
bro.
It was before before Huns became.
Okay. He said definitely not a fed, bro. Been seeing Tazariak since 2017. Come on, man. Join classes and get a Hebrew name then.
Right.
You know what I mean? When we doing our operations in other countries, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand we keep everything real tight. We don't just deal with every and any and everybody because we know there's lots of enemies of our nation. Right. So if you really want to get in tight, sticking with the online classes, get your Hebrew name. You should be in the online classes for 90 days. You can start in these classes. Stay in these classes every Monday and Tuesday. We'll put your name down after you've been in class for 90 days. Get a Hebrew name. Once you get a Hebrew name, you locked in. We can put you in. That we can plug you in. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we don't just accept any and every person's. Just say, yeah, meet us up, because that could be a setup. We could be trying to meet up with them somewhere,
Hey, look.
and they trying to set us up. They, you know what I mean? We meet them at the spot, and there's a dead body there, and they try to, and then everything you know, the police show up, and they say we did it.
Or if not a dead body, they a little kid to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
All types of stuff.
100 pounds of drugs to be there.
Hey,
like,
look.
yeah, come in the house. That's my house right there. Come on in. I want to meet you guys. You open the door. It's 25 kilos of cocaine in there. Next thing you know, get down. Better, get down. You know, the Dominican police on our ass.
Close it out, I don't want.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just
I
gotta go. All right, shalom. Yabba Shemel Shabra Well, Yahweh Shemar Lathun by Shemi Shai. I'm Priest and Officer Kalab. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana. Been around since 1969 teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who they are according to the scripture. All right. This has been a Tuesday night brotherhood class. If y'all have any other questions, comments, or concerns, y'all can go ahead and go to isupk.com and look for the chapter near you, and then you can ask your questions. All questions will be answered in a timely manner. It is, if you ain't doing right, it's time to get right, because time is at hand. It's all coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? With that,